Road trips. Who doesn't love them? But how do you maintain a fasting routine when spending hours on the road? I'm Jackie. I've been doing OMAD intermittent fasting since June of 2020. I've not only lost weight, I've maintained the weight loss, and I've done many road trips, and I'm going to share with you how I prioritize fasting while on the road. Before I get into the tips of how to fast on a road trip, I want to give you permission that if you want to have a snack fest on your road trip, and that is something that you 100% look forward to, don't worry about it. Do it. You don't have to fast on the road trip. You can have an intermittent fasting lifestyle, but take breaks. You can flex your fasting life. Maybe you have longer eating windows when you're on a road trip. That's okay. So if you want to stop the video now and that's all that you needed was me saying it's okay to want a snack on a road trip, you got it, and we can move on. So hop in the car with me and let's go. Now, if you're like me and fasting is your priority on the road trip, I have two different ways that you can approach it. And really it boils down to what is going on at the end of that road trip. Are you stopping in a motel and your family's gonna eat Taco Bell, or you're just getting food on the way and you're gonna arrive at your destination late? That's what's happening with us. We're getting where we're going late. We're not gonna have a fun dinner afterwards. My family's probably gonna grab something from a fast food restaurant, and it's not really a high priority to me to participate in that. So I am going to have the best of both worlds almost. I'm going to have a hybrid approach. I'm going to have a longer fast, but I'm also going to snack by doing a down day with 500 calories worth of snacky foods. And we're going to go get them right now. This is a very fun approach and something that I really like to do. I get to snack in the car when my family's snacking. I'm just more intentional about what the snacks are. And then I have a down day followed by an up day the next day. And who doesn't love to have an up day on vacation? Let's go get some good 500 calorie down day snacks though. We need to get them. Let's go to Aldi. Got the goodies. You're not gonna believe how good this 500 calorie meal is gonna be. First of all, air dried beef from Aldi, same as like their biltong, they rebranded it. 180 calories for this entire bag, 32 grams of protein. I love the chili lime flavor. And who doesn't have beef jerky or a meat stick on a road trip anyways? Perfect. Here's another frequent flyer, freeze-dried strawberries. I don't eat Starburst, I'll take strawberries. I can eat the entire bag and only get 100 calories. This one might surprise you a little bit. An entire jar of German pickles. These are the chili flavored. The entire jar, if I ate every single thing in here, is 97.5 calories. You know my kids are gonna make me share, so I won't even get to eat all the calories that are in here, but even if I did, yay. Now the other two pieces are not from Aldi. I get these on Amazon, the only being, this is sriracha flavored. They also have sea salt and buffalo, but it's 110 calories for 11 grams of protein. It's an edamame bean. They're crunchy, they're delicious. It could be a chip replacement, and I really, really like them. So all of that is just under 500 calories, and the final piece is an Element Sparkling, and Element is actually sponsoring this video. This is only 5 calories. All of their cans are ready to go, easy for road trips, taste delicious. My personal favorite is the watermelon salt. They also have black cherry lime, citrus, and grapefruit. All of the flavors are good, but this is the one I'm taking on the road with me. When I'm doing a down day, I wanna make sure that I'm feeling good because it's not a behavior I'll repeat if I don't feel good or if it doesn't taste good. So I've got the good taste. It has 1,000 milligrams sodium, 200 milligrams potassium, and 60 milligrams magnesium. All these things are gonna help me to stay hydrated, fueled, and feeling good in the car ride. Right now, Element's offering my listeners a free sample pack with any order. Whether you order the chocolate medley, Element Sparkling, or any of their packs, you get 8 single-serve packets free with any Element order. It's the perfect way to try 8 of their flavors or to share Element with a salty friend. You can get yours by going to drinkelement.com/fastingfoodie. That's DRINKLMNT.com/fastingfoodie. Yes, they sponsor me and I'm so grateful for that, but I truly love adding Element, especially on down days, and it's gonna be a delicious addition to this road trip. So now that we have the hybrid option out of the way where you do a down day and you get some snacks, but you're not doing a full fast, but you're not doing full snacking, the other option when you're prioritizing fasting on the road is to fast the entire road trip. Now I know that seems radical if you're used to snacking the entire time, but here are my tips to make it doable. Number 1, intentionally pack fasting approved beverages. I always leave with my entire thermos full of hot coffee. That is my favorite drink, so I have that ready to go. I also pack liters of unflavored sparkling water. I can open those anytime. I always enjoy them, and they're fasting approved. I almost always bring my off-brand Stanley full of iced tea. Then I have coffee, iced tea, sparkling water. All of them are wonderful, keep me hydrated, and when I want some variety, when you're stuck on the road, I can switch between the different drinks. And of course, I pack Element, delicious and hydrating. Having something refreshing or comforting to sip on can help keep you on track and make the miles fly by. Tip number 2 is really consider the quality or unique funness of road trip snacks. Typically, before I was a faster, I would have things like Boxer bag candy, chips, nuts, beef jerky, foods that I can have in any eating window. It's not usually unique or special. The only thing that's unique about it is sitting in a car for hours and hours on end. So I ask myself, am I gonna miss having the same foods that my family might be munching on? Can I have Chex Mix at any old time? Yes. Could I have the candy that I might be snacking on in the car? Also yes. When I really take the time to scrutinize, I realize I'm not missing out on much. Now, if there was a road stop where there was farm fresh donuts that I only can get in this one area, that would be worth prioritizing. That's something that I would really take joy in experiencing that something new. But for me, most of the time, road trip snacks or road trip meals are not foods that I can't find elsewhere or include on a normal basis in my eating window. If I feel like I was missing out and I wanted to include it later, pretty much all of those things are options. Road trip snacks are often more about habit than enjoyment. And for me, these random snacks don't feel like a big loss because I know that a future eating window has better things for me. And if it doesn't, I can still include those snacks if I so choose. Tip number 3, consider what this habit leads to. If you do snack in the car, usually you have nothing else to do but snacking. So once you open that eating window, I know personally it doesn't really close unless I have something defined, like the 500 calorie meal. But if I were to open a bag of sour cream and cheddar chips and just start munching, it gets to be pretty mindless. I'm listening to a podcast, talking to my husband, and the next thing I know, where'd the chips go? I really like that when I fully fast during a road trip, I don't have that mindless munching that happens. Not only am I not missing out with the food quality, I don't mind not munching for 6 hours. When I start, it's hard to stop. So just fasting makes it easier. And finally, focus on the finish line. What's at the end of your fast? Maybe by the time you drive 6 hours, you're gonna see your grandparents and you're gonna be able to sit down and have a delicious meal with them. Or maybe when you get to your destination and you're going to a concert, you're gonna be able to enjoy the appetizers and drinks and the meal around that concert or whatever event. Whatever is at the end of your road trip probably has fun that you're looking forward to. Isn't that gonna supersede and be more important to have your eating window than whatever you might be able to snack on in the car? For me, in this particular road trip, I want an update on our second day because I'm driving and we're gonna get there late. When I have the 500 calories and the down day, I know that my reward comes the next day when I have an up day. And when we go to Niagara Falls and we explore the area and go out to eat as a family that evening or have the family breakfast in the morning, I'm gonna have a full update to look forward to participate with everyone, to spend time with family. And I know that I'll really enjoy the reward of that and the diligence of doing the down day or fast to get there. Now here's the thing, if you don't stay the course, don't beat yourself up. Sometimes things just don't go according to plan. If you're in the car and temptation takes over and you have the snack, don't think you've totally screwed yourself up. Guess what? It's okay to have longer eating windows. It's okay to have shorter fasts. And the sooner that you realize that with daily diligence with fasting, you have room to flex when you want to or need to, the sooner that you'll make this lifestyle sustainable. If that happens, just take note of what you do differently next time. For instance, maybe don't pack Cheez-Its if they're a personal weakness of yours. The journey to making fasting a part of your lifestyle includes these hard moments too. I sincerely hope that these tips make your next road trip a little easier and a whole lot more enjoyable. Whether you're fasting, fully snacking, or doing a hybrid in the middle, remember to enjoy the ride and listen to your body. Fasting doesn't have to look the same for any one person, and you can make fasting fit your life. Do not make your life fit into some fasting mold. Let me and everyone else in the comments know what makes your road trips easier for fasting. I want your tips. As I mentioned, this next road trip, we're going to Canada, and if you want to see my first time to Canada last year, you can check out this vlog right here. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao down and ciao.